I think we're live, right? Yes, always have to check. But here we are. Whoa. This is crazy. If you're watching later, thanks for clicking on the video. You can just skip ahead. You see the timer here on screen. That is when the cinematic trailer goes live. So if you skip ahead like an hour and 55 minutes, you can watch the reaction immediately. If you're watching live right now, thanks for joining. There are a ton of people already here, which amazing. I could not sleep. I had a hard time sleeping. It was always these kind of like the last time that this sort of happened. I mean, the Assassin's Creed Showcase, you can kind of count that as well. But it's still not the same. It's not like the Valhalla reveal 4 years ago with the Boss Logic stream and all that sort of stuff. That was crazy. So I wanted to already do kind of a countdown stream, talk to you. What do we want to see? What can we expect? There have been some leaks as well that I want to go over here a bit as well. So we can like kind of discuss how long will the trailer be, the release date, and all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna bring in some people. Fragnart already in the chat. So I'm gonna like call him in any moment now, so we can kind of discuss some cool stuff with him as well. He's of course he's been doing this for almost as long as me in terms of like Assassin's Creed coverage. I think he did Origins as well. Like that was the first big game that I did. So he's been like doing this for a long time. He will be joining. I'm just gonna call him, you know. Fragnar, do I even have your... Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna call you video call. There we go. Let's see if he's actually in the house. Pretty excited, not gonna lie. 7 years. Yeah, Fragnar, that's insane. There he is. Whoa. Okay, let me check if I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna... Can people hear you? Have you said anything yet?
Hey, man.
Hey, there he is. Of course, if you're watching, yeah, let us know if the audio is good and all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna pull up your Discord there. Boom. Let's see.
Awesome.
There he is.
Hey, man. I just heard you were so hyped or so sleepless this night, and the same thing is...
Can you relate? Can you relate?
Yeah, totally for me. Well, I was playing Diablo all night, but...
that happened as well, yeah.
It did. So, yeah, a lot of things happened, right? We had a lot of leaks, potential release dates, etc.
Yes.
Ubisoft themselves leaked something, and yeah, it's been wild. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been like, I don't know where to start in the sense that I think we can say that we were kind of aware of things that were happening. So it was like kind of fun to go back to Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla last week to kind of go back to those games. I really thought like in the sense that Origins was the hardest of the bunch. I think mostly because that game just doesn't give you a lot of like overpowered abilities. Like at one point in Odyssey and Valhalla, you would reach a point where you were just super overpowered, and in Origins against the elephants, I really had to. I died quite often playing Nightmare, but it was a lot of fun. So let's immediately bring out the big question, of course. What is your favorite game of the three? And I want to hear it from the chat as well.
Yeah, there's only one possibility for me, of course, yeah.
I love your background, by the way. Yeah, it's
thank you.
Origins.
I just changed it today. I got some new lights, so...
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking to upgrade my sort of thing as well. Wait, I'm gonna do something as well. Hey Google, verander het kantoorlicht naar rood.
The contour light is turning red right now.
Yeah, it's not as good as your light. But,
I mean, red is your favorite color, right? You need a red light then. You always say that in those outfit videos when there's a red outfit.
Yeah, I have to say it. For there's probably someone who's watching the video for the first time who's gonna be like, "Oh, I did not know that." So I wanna make that clear. But yeah, you said Origins. I see most people say Origins as well, actually. Origins and Odyssey. Is there any Valhalla love?
I mean, Valhalla was nice in some terms. but it wasn't the best entry of the series,
No,
right?
for sure.
So
No, for sure.
I think it had the most hype and anticipation of the series yet, though, in terms of pre-release hype and maybe sales as well, maybe net revenue.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
no, it made the most money for them for sure. But like that's I think what's gonna be interesting overall is I think it's always fun to because again like I said, you've also made a lot of content. Like of course, if you're German, you probably know him already. Otherwise, check out Frankie Boy, the English channel. And yeah, you've been
Thanks.
doing this for such a long time, of course, as well. And it's very cool to see if you're like us, like covering it pre-launch, launch, and then post-launch. You see kind of the things that they take away from the games and apply to the others. And I think one of the things we saw in Valhalla, of course, was the fact that, I mean, I went back to Origins and Odyssey, and at one point in Odyssey, I was going to the arena in New Game Plus, where they, of course, upped the level of all the enemies to like 99, and they were like skull. So I just could not do any damage. And in Origins, you had the Horde mode, of course. Super cool idea, really cool arena. And the idea was that every wave, at one point, the level of the enemy would increase. So at one point, you would just hit the ceiling and you could not fight them anymore. So Valhalla, they were like, we're still gonna do the skill level, but it's not gonna be as bad. So you can still kill the enemies.
Totally, that's totally true. I loved the arena in Assassin's Creed Origins. I think it has been a lot of fun, especially when it comes to a certain threshold. It feels like a Souls-like game, because if you get one hit, you die, and you need like 400 hits to kill an enemy, right? And you just mentioned the elephants, and that was my first video ever. So yeah,
Oh, really?
I started in Origins, and I beat the elephants. And I found out like the warbow, I think it's called, is a super nice combo in combination with X Ultimate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
was
did the
a lot of
spear a
fun.
lot. The spear was kind of my combo, and then yeah, just I mean,
I think
if
you also like the staff, right?
yeah, that's of course like do you think like Shadows will that bring back this staff? Like, I think
Oh,
I mean,
maybe.
samurais, are they known for using staffs? I don't think so, but I mean,
One of the most used weapons back then in Japan was the spear, of course, because it's cheap, just a small portion of iron and a lot of wood, so you can create that weapon quite easily. It's easy to master. Likely katanas, wakizashi, shuriken, we saw that, and maybe some bombs, I think, might be happening as well. Or?
yeah, no, for sure. Like if I, of course, the sort of thing is that there are seemingly two characters. Have been some. I'm not sure if I can show the sort of leaked art. I think Ubisoft have been trying to take care of that, of course, which makes sense.
There has been a lot of leaks, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we will figure it out in an hour and 48 minutes. So that's when we know when things are going down.
Totally.
Let's see.
But yeah, there have been some classical weapons back then in Japanese martial arts and fighting, so I expect those to happen in the game, right? You can't make a game without katanas.
No, 100%.
You can't make a game without like classic wakizashi knives and shuriken.
Yeah.
If you look at Ghost of Tsushima, you might get a hint what weapons would make sense.
Yeah, I think that's where what I wanted more from Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, it made sense that Jin could only use the katana and a bow, of course. But yeah, I hope that they can also that in Shadows we have more weapons for the main character too, because that's what I like getting a brand new weapon. And I mean, we say Origins, Odyssey are, and looking at the chat as well, most of the people's favorites. But I think the amount of new weapon types they added to Valhalla post-launch, that totally made the game way more exciting during these extra months, I think. So I hope they do that as well. And then going back to the staff, if it's not in the game at launch, bring it back. I want to say, Quickness, thanks for your donation there. Black Flag gets a shout out, of course, as well. I wanted to talk about the RPG trilogy because we're, of course, I mean, will we still revert back to the RPG trilogy? Because will this game not just be a part of it? Or, right? It's
the quadrilogy.
Yeah. Yeah. Spock Chimnook, as always, with the support. Appreciate you a lot. Do you think if Valhalla was not released during the pandemic lockdown, it would make the game, it would make the same sales? Oh yeah, if the COVID pandemic helped Valhalla, what do
Mhm.
you think?
Oh, that's a tough question, like that if question. But yeah, it likely will have boosted some sales, but not by 50% or so, I would say.
No, no, no. I
Yeah.
think the reveal, and that's of course what we're seeing here as well. Like the hype is insane. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm like, I can't wait. But you did see that because everyone was stuck at home. They were like, why not
Mhm.
watch the new Assassin's Creed trailer? Right? There's nothing else I can do. So yeah, we will see how that impacts this because I think that trailer got I think Ubisoft was like a few weeks later that they got like 100 million views on everything combined. So I'm curious if Shadows will of course get that as well. I mean, it is. You would think, even though the Viking setting is of course very popular as well, it's feudal Japan is probably the highest, like in terms of like what people wanted, right?
Yeah, totally.
And yeah,
I saw the anticipation for the Japanese topic from like back then before Black Flag, right? I just had a friend messaging me an old Reddit post of his, and he created like an artwork made of Assassin's Creed Black Flag and turned it into a Japanese assassin. So back then with his old Photoshop skills, and it was fun. It was like the headline, "You had your chance, Ubisoft."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when Ghost came out, like that, I think I'm not sure. Like, I think Assassin's Creed Shadows was being worked on right after Ghost came out because I think it's like they of course did Immortals at the end of 2020. So this of course the Assassin's Creed Odyssey team that is leading Shadows. They did Immortals at the end of 2020, and that is likely when they started working on Shadows. So for one, that means this game is being worked on for 4 years, and we saw
Yeah.
like I think going back to Origins, even though it had like a shorter post launch, you really see compared to Valhalla and Odyssey, and I can throw in some other Assassin's Creed games as well. The polish is just on a tiny other level. It's like a little bit more redefined. Like it just feels a bit better or something. I don't know how to describe it, but I always felt like Origins had that extra sort of polish that I did miss with an Odyssey and in particular Valhalla. But I do think the COVID did impact it, or did impact the sort of the final few months of Valhalla, where all of a sudden all these QA developers that were testing the game and reporting bugs had to do that from home. So that's why I think the Valhalla launch was way worse than hopefully we will see in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's just hope that,
yeah,
because
no,
yet
for
another
sure.
Bacala release.
Bacala. I mean, I sometimes forget this, and people who watch the channel for a long time know this as well. But I just could not finish the game until the update came out in January. I was like
Oh, you had
stuck
that
at
bug with deck, right? Or
no, yeah. I at one point could not leave the table, the where you could pick your story arc. The
oh,
yeah. So I was just like stuck. I could
classic.
not load or anything, so I had to go back to like an older save. I could still do the side content, but every time I wanted to do like a main mission, I was stuck. So I got stuck near the end of the game and then had to wait to the January update
Oh wow,
for that to be fixed.
wow, that was quite late. So yeah, you were stuck on an old save game. I had this almost the same thing, not as bad as in your case, but I lost like 20 to 30 hours of playtime due to a save game bug.
Oh damn.
Back then with Valhalla. And to be honest, it was pre-release, so
Mm.
gotta be fair. No day one patch yet, etc.
And no cloud save. What that was
No,
was Valhalla the first game that had cloud saves? I think it was, right?
not sure if
For
Odyssey also had it, but yeah.
I think Odyssey did not
Valhalla
have it.
was the first one with cross game save, which was quite
Oh
nice.
yeah.
So you can play on PlayStation, PC, and
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox on your same save game. That was awesome because once the Paris DLC was released, I was on holiday, so I just took my PS5, small and little, used the TV in the house there, and yeah, I
Nice.
could just play the DLC, which was awesome. So quite a nice thing. Expect that for the Shadows as well. Are you getting
Yeah.
used to the name yet?
No, I have to stop myself saying red. Like I'm
Yeah.
constantly saying red, but we will get used to it. I actually like the name. What do you think? Like I think it actually, again, it sounds like they are going to focus a bit more on stuff. I mean, we have the rumors already how we can like extinguish torches to walk in the shadow. So basically create shadow so the enemies have a harder time detecting us. Stuff like that sounds
Mhm.
really cool, and that really fits the title. But I think it is cool, and what always happens with these kind of games, the name might sound weird at first, but after a while you get used to it, I think.
I think so as well. I had the same thing with Valhalla. As the first point I saw Assassin's Creed Valhalla was like, really? Was like Valhalla or Ragnarok, those two options, to be honest. And yeah, Shadows, I think I don't really like the name at first. I'm getting used to it slowly. But yeah, I did a poll on my stream, and I think it would be quite interesting to see what your viewers are thinking about the name, because like 70% said, yeah, it's a nice name. So
Oh,
I
cool.
think I'm the underdog here, saying
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not too nice.
I think it's better
Um,
than red though. Like I think red would have been
yeah.
too weird, because of course we saw Assassin's Creed codename Jade that just was
Mhm.
suddenly called Jade. I think Jade is a great name, and I would not be surprised if they stick with Hexe as well, because that's
Yeah.
like that
I
makes
mean,
sense as well, right? You're the
it's a
German,
German
so
word if
yeah.
it really plays in Germany. And yeah,
It's witch,
uh,
right? In German.
it's Witch, of course. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Hex is Witch. As for Red, yeah, Shadows makes sense if the leaks are true and it's like really Shadows stealth gameplay approach, Splinter Cell, old school like. I'd love that, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
name would really fit.
For sure.
Yeah, so let's see what the trailer has to offer. Maybe we get some info on that, but I would say like gameplay reveal will likely be in June, right? So
Yeah, June 10th, Ubisoft Forward is likely when we see it. I mean, I saw some people say, will we see in-game screenshots? Of course, we don't really know. But what happened during... Well, Ubisoft is kind of... After Valhalla was such a big success. That was their best reveal for any game ever.
mm,
Again, 100 million views, I think, in... I don't know if it was 24 hours, but it was like in a short time.
the
Um,
anticipation was huge. Yeah.
yeah. And like, of course, their investor call is 15 minutes after this trailer goes live. So I think they want to ride off this high, right? They're like, everyone is excited, blah, blah, blah. But our money is not that great for the last year.
They're like, yeah,
That's
we
probably
did it. Buy the stocks.
yeah. Our last year, Avatar did not do as well. Prince of Persia, a really good game. Nobody bought it. But hey, look at Assassin's Creed, please.
I mean, it's one of their last hopes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No. But they're banking hard on it, and then. I mean, there is no other Ubisoft franchise that gets this close. Like, they can post a freaking hourglass in Osaka and everyone goes crazy. Like, if Ghost Recon does that, sure, there are people that will turn their eye, but not everyone. Like, it's like it's a completely different beast, and Ubisoft owns it. Like, that's of course what we're seeing with all these companies as well. They are licensing IPs. Like, people are making Marvel games. Like Insomniac, but Sony has to give 30% of all the money they earn to Marvel. Ubisoft keeps everything from Assassin's Creed, so that's of course why they're banking hard on it. We have Caleb with the new donation there. Appreciate you a lot. I have the Platinum Trophy in all 3 of RPG Trilogy, so I'm hyped for Shadows. Well, Caleb, me too. I'm also very, very hyped.
I saw a lot of leaks on Insider Gaming, and yeah, those get me even more excited, right?
Yeah. Wanna discuss? What in particular gets you excited?
Oh man, there have been so many leaks, and
yeah, where do you want to start?
the gameplay.
What do you
leaks,
think about the settlement coming back?
Oh, I love settlements.
Yeah?
I loved it back then in Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, okay.
Monteriggioni was awesome.
Yeah, sure.
I thought like Black Flag, it has this floating settlement as a ship. I liked that as well. Or the one in Syndicate was gorgeous, right? The train, what a nice idea.
Yeah, but
except for
also
that,
in that game, it felt like there was nothing really to
Yeah,
do
for
or
Syndicate, there was
something. Yeah.
no point in it. It was
Yeah,
just like
it was like
nice.
cool, and it was kind of annoying. Where it was like, where is this train? So I'm trying to fast travel back, and this train is like, where do I have to look? So that was kind of annoying. But
Oh yeah,
I'm mostly talking about how Valhalla implemented it, because I think, sure, they can look at the older games, but what we're always seeing, especially with these big RPGs, again, they're huge, so they will look at the previous games. What can we utilize? What can we evolve? So I do think they're going to the Valhalla settlement and being like, okay, how can we improve this? But I just hope that it won't be like the center of the game anymore. That's what really hurt, I think, Valhalla for me in the long run, where it was very, at one point you were, like the loop was just the same over and over, and they talked about how your choices can impact the people in the settlement and they can get angry with you, and that never really happened. I don't even remember half of the stories. I know there was like a wedding at the end, and what happened in the settlement? That was was way more fun to go out, but I did not like the fact that you were constantly, like, they were pulling you back to that settlement because that is where you could do blacksmith upgrades and all that sort of stuff. So I hope that they, with Shadows, make it like an optional thing. Like, if I don't want to engage with it, you don't have to. But don't force me to go there for transmog, for mounts, all that sort of stuff.
I honestly think that will be the case because it's quite an easy thing to sell microtransactions on. Like,
don't say it.
Those,
don't give them
those additional stylish options for the heights. We got a leak saying we can create our own like hideout with own color creations and put things where we want to. So yeah, I saw that on Insider Gaming, I think, and I like it. I'm always satisfied with base building. But yeah, for Valhalla, it was more like a menu you could walk through, right? So
Yeah.
let's see. I think that will be Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is also a very interesting topic. Hope to hear something about that as well, maybe in the near future, or maybe in the investor call, or today. I don't know. Any idea about that?
I really think, and that's what we're seeing now, of course, for people who don't know, and that was kind of my mistake. I made like the Shadows video. I thought everyone knew what Shadows was, or what what Red was now Shadows. But people are like, is that the mobile game in China? Like, not everyone is up to date. So for people who don't know, Infinity will be like the platform moving forward. So how they basically described it back at the Assassin's Creed Showcase is that starting with Red, when you boot that game up, so nothing will change. It will just be like an extra menu, but it should be still very fluid. So I hope it won't be like an extra loading screen. Of course, with this game finally dropping PS4, Xbox One, I hope the loading will be way faster than what we had before. But yeah, basically when you boot up Red, you first go to this probably Animus-like screen, and then you see the bubble, or how they're gonna do it in terms of UI. You click on that, boom, you're back in Red. But before you click on that, you might see a notification. Hey, did you know Origins is now 50% off? Okay, that's the most boring example, but it will probably also be, hey, there's a new modern day chapter for the story. Because, of course, starting with Red, the modern day won't be in that game. We won't have the forced, oh, now you have to leave the Animus. No, that will be completely separate. But it might also be, and I think that's what makes me the most excited about the idea for Infinity, is that Ubisoft can just make a 3-hour or 10-hour Assassin's Creed experience, maybe sell it for $20 only on the Infinity Hub. And first they had to market it. How are we gonna reach those people? But now, if you're still playing Red, because we know Red will be supported probably for 3 years, so if you're like us, probably gonna be checking out all the DLCs, you will see at one point, hey, Assassin's Creed Nebula or whatever one of those games is called, that has like 3 different settings. Setting 1 of the 3 is now out. Check it out. And then with one click, you can maybe try a free trial or play it. I think that could be really cool. So basically, it's like a universe of Assassin's Creed in one launcher. But yeah. The other side of it is, like you said, there should be battle passes. And that's probably where
Additional loading screens, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
be
where
awful.
the Helix shop will live. So I'm curious how that will work. If there are multiple Assassin's Creed games, will my red microtransactions then be in this? I don't know how they're gonna do it, but What do you think? I'm just scared that Sargon system or Reda system is over. I hope not, but I'm scared. And by the way, I saw User Not Known, of course. Appreciate you a lot. You're always there. Asked, let's do a poll if people like the name. So I'm gonna make the poll. Fragnard, I'm curious, what do you think about
super interesting, yeah.
Infinity and the Reda system? Is it coming back?
It's most likely coming back to AC Red, I think, because Red is in a Red.
Oh my god!
I mean, they renamed it to Shadows, so Redar might be out of the game, right? But it would make sense to place him in that settlement, right? Just as an Easter egg or so. But you never know the plans. And Redar was kind of the microtransaction ditching option. Back then in Origins, it was awesome. I mean, you could farm like gold and get all the microtransactions for free. And they removed that with Odyssey, right? Which was quite sad. Redar is not the most important thing, I think. But
no, but
yeah,
it at least gives us an option to get the items for free. I hope that there's something like that. But they in Avatar had
it will be in there.
Yeah, but in Avatar they had a shop like that as well. So I remain hopeful that it's gonna be there. It will be the first question I ask when I see one of the developers.
I mean,
without like introducing myself.
It's
Sargon
kind of
Reda,
also
will it be
a promo for microtransactions, right? Because you see those, they are there, and you think, I got those 3 or 5 items. Let's just buy the last 2, right? So
yeah. Because you get a discount
in terms of
and
marketing,
stuff.
it might be smart to include it again. And they will likely release a lot of microtransactions with the game, and especially with Infinity Hub. So it's already half.
Yeah, you have to go to your own stream, man.
I have to go to my own stream now.
But real quick,
by.
If people like this discussion, we want to make this a weekly thing. So next week, Wednesday, so around the same time, we will be back with like a podcast. The Assassin's Crest, I did it before, bringing it back with Fragnard as the other host. So hope you will join us. There will be a countdown, of course, on the channel as well. I don't want to hold you any longer. Of course, you're gonna make some awesome content as well. Also on Frankie Boy for the English people.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Sure, of course.
Prepared a lot.
Okay.
And,
really? Okay. People can
and
expect
I think
some things.
you did the same, right?
Maybe.
I know you.
Maybe.
Sleepless nights. They
Sleepless-
don't
no,
come
no, no.
from nothing.
No. Not that bad.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much for having me for this
Of course.
small chat. And see you in a week for the next Assassin's Cast.
Yes,
or the
and
first
good
Assassin's
luck.
Cast on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah. Okay, I'm super hyped. Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye, man. Thanks for joining.
Have a great one.
And we will see you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, what a lovely man. Is he still here? Oh.
I'm still here.
Oh, no.
I will go
We're not
out now.
supposed to hear
Bye.
that.
And goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. No, that was great. Hello, everyone. We're back. I see most people saying yes to the Assassin's Creed Shadows name, which is great. So, there is something I want to tell you, because I of course talked about an hourglass, a puzzle, right? Well, if you go to assassinscreed.com. Oh. I thought the link was working. Do people know in the chat? There was like a assassinscreed.com /hourglass. I'm gonna pull up I think Access the Animus made it. Let me take a look. I'm listening. Thanks, Rolf the Gamer. Yeah, 1 hour, 27 minutes till the trailer. That's right. Joyce will be joining in a second, or in 20 minutes or so. Let me know. I'm curious if she... So she will be joining in a moment. I'm gonna look at Access the Animus because they posted something interesting. Let me see. Where did I see it? Someone sent it to me, I think, about the hourglass. And I want to say I was right. Like, it was not PlayStation Game Size. It was someone else. Oh, in the Discord, I think. Let me look at the Discord, of course. If you're not in the Discord yet, it should be linked in the description. So check it out. Let's see. The website is live. But the website was live. Okay, I'm gonna like copy this image. And then we're gonna take a look at it. Oop. So if I go here, it says you've successfully unlocked the hourglass trinket. Hourglass trinket. So, like this always happens. If they make a new microtransaction or a new cosmetic thing, let's do a quick history lesson, of course. I see people asking for Dennis as well. Dennis is chilling out and he deserves it. So he will be back very soon, of course, with all his thoughts, probably talking about shadows as well, I'm sure. But yeah, they started in Origins with the item pack and the mount and the weapons. Then Valhalla or Odyssey added the naval content. Then Valhalla added the settlement. Now with Shadow, and then Mirage added the trinket that you see right here. So that's like on your back. I mean, you probably know, right? On your back, you have like a small sort of trinket, or they called it talisman in Mirage. So yeah, they're constantly bringing those things forth. Makes me think, will there be naval in Shadows? We had a LinkedIn employee, like someone at Ubisoft, say, I worked on the naval for Red. I hope there's no. I'm fine if there's no naval. But again, the history shows us that they're not dropping anything. They're only building on things. And again, the settlement will be back for Shadows. So you should go to asasinCreed.com. Dash hourglass. But that doesn't work yet. So I'm not sure what is happening. Then you just go to like this. So I'm not sure what is happening here. Maybe it's like live later on, but we should keep in mind the asasinCreed.com hourglass thing. How to get that trinket. Again, I will let you know in a video, of course, how to get the trinket. But it at least seems like that's like a reward you can get. And it looks kind of cool, I guess. Looks pretty nice. And we see Brock Smith there in the chat as well. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Mr. Din. We're counting down what was, and I think this is gonna be fun. What was the best cinematic trailer ever for an Assassin's Creed game? Because will Red come close? Or Shadows, I should say. I still have to get used to it. Let's see. Oh, I think it's kind of lagging. Let me quickly fix that. I know why. Ooh, bleep. Bleep. I have like a million browsers on. It's kind of crazy. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Syndicate was the best trailer, but Syndicate had multiple, right? Oh no, the countdown is gone. Let me see. I mean, we're still on time. There it is. Yes, there it is. First game, of course, iconic. Black Flag had many cinematic trailers. Yeah, that's kind of crazy that they really went from multiple to... Damn. YouTube doesn't want to show any trailers. I have an idea. AC3 is the only right answer. Yeah, I do love that AC3 trailer. That's kind of crazy. That was really awesome. I did look at the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer as well recently, and I totally forgot how cool that actually was as well. Ooh, we're hearing some stuff here. Boom. So this, of course, the first one. Let's go to 3 then. Let's go to 3. Iconic. I'm not sure about the audio because I'm afraid we might get like screwed over with the music. So let's do without the audio. What is actually Hourglass? Solaris just joined. So the Hourglass is like an item we can get in Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. It was part of a puzzle, but it seems like the website was live for just a very short time, and then yeah, this is so awesome. And then, of course, at one point, it wasn't live anymore. So I will just keep an eye out, and when it's available again, I will tell you how to claim it. Do you know how we can choose protagonists in Shadows, Papil Hagrid? No. There were rumors about the fact that you can, not like in Syndicate, where you can change at any time, unless you're like in a restricted area. It seems like you have to go back to that hideout to then change your character. But I do think, just like in Syndicate, that there will be missions we can only do with one character or the other. But I hope I hope there are not a lot of those, though. That maybe all the side missions we can do with either or. And that it will really have like a kind of different sort of narrative. I mean, maybe not narrative. I mean, you would hope that the characters are not like identical clones like in Valhalla and Odyssey, but we will see. So we aren't forced to play one or the other. I mean, again, I do think there will be points where you're only playing one or the other. I mean, I'm just speculating, of course, we don't know. But I do think that the majority of the game, or at least the open world exploration, you can probably go with either the samurai or the shinobi. Revelations was like super, yeah, that was awesome as well. Of course. This was in the game as well, right? This trailer. That was kind of cool. I'm no fan of slow motion, so I did prefer Unity's, which, fair enough, also had slow motion, but this has like slow motion all the time. The AC3 one, yeah, for sure. Yes, the intro. Yeah, that was cool, right? That it was also in the game. Yeah, super awesome. We need sound. I know, but I'm like afraid that we might get claimed. Copyright, yeah. Do you know when Assassin's Creed Infinity is releasing? It's probably launching around the same time as Red. I still hope they're doing like and it's out like a week or two before. So we can already kind of feel the Infinity Hub. I just want to feel it, you know? Maybe I'm the only one. But I just want to boot it up, look around, maybe install the other games. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I think that would be like a cool teaser, that everyone can download the Infinity Hub for free, already have it on your console or PC, and then there's like a countdown to Red timer or whatever. And then maybe we can already do the chapter 1 of the modern day story or something. I think that would be cool. Sorry, I'm constantly saying Red. I don't know. Or other people saying Red. I have not seen this one in a very long time. It wasn't that epic though, but it was cool to see the setting in this like CGI way. And they did launch this very late. This was not the first time. This was not the first trailer they showed. It was actually later in the marketing cycle, and that's of course what really changed over time. With Valhalla, they really saw, and of course, Syndicate had this as well. Unity, I think, as well. A lot of the other Assassin's Creed games, Assassin's Creed 1, I think, as well, right, had the cinematic trailer as like the first thing you saw, so you could really kind of get extra hyped. And yeah, they saw that with Valhalla as well, that it worked. Show the cinematic trailer, then drop a couple of screenshots as well, give some info, and then hey, gameplay will be a few weeks later. And that's probably gonna happen here as well, as we of course know that Ubisoft Forward is on June 10th. Origins is average. I agree. I did like the fact where we see Bayek like kind of fight a bit. And it was, of course, like kind of cool. But again, we already saw gameplay by this point. So I do think that does kind of limit the... Well, the quality is not that great in this video, but it does kind of limit the sort of excitement, I feel. Hey, Ricardo. Hello from the Netherlands. Let's go to the Assassin's Creed Unity one. Yeah, this was... I do know that if I'm gonna, like, put on the audio, it will... This one was brutal. Damn. I will get claimed for this one. Yeah, this was super impressive. I think this trailer really sold the game for a lot of people. So it was extra sad that it, of course, when it launched, wasn't as we all hoped. Hey, Dipto man, good to see you. Brotherhood Cinematic was insane. We're gonna go over them all, and then we're gonna call Joyce in a moment here. I know she's watching, so Joyce, let me know in Slack if the TikToks are ready. And because I think that's good to have that finished first, and then I don't think it's not part. Again, I think Syndicate had more, right? So this one only has one. I see some people say, do the Arno Master trailer. Or is it like back to back here? Oh, I think they just did they did them back to back. They had like a ton of these. Yeah, it looks like back to back, yeah. I wonder Joy's level of hype. Oh. I'm sure it's wild. In a good way. Yeah, I think this is the Arno trainer, right? Let's see what the audio is like. I don't think there's like a track. It's crazy. Like these cinematic trailers are always so much hype, and to get a new one in 1 hour and 12 minutes is gonna be super exciting. We already know, by the way, thanks to PlayStation Game Size, who looked at the metadata for the trailer, that it's gonna be 3 minutes and 49 seconds. So that's a ton. That's a lot. I know you are not known. It's finally here. For sure. When is the trailer coming? Again, you see the countdown timer on screen. I wanted to do a countdown so we can kind of hype each other up before it goes live. Kind of discuss things. See, Joyce is still working on it, so I will call her after that. Probably the whole or half of the Japan map. I mean, that's of course the cool thing with Assassin's Creed Shadows getting support for 3 years probably. I mean, they said it will be longer than Valhalla, and Valhalla was like 2 years. And a bit longer. No, I think 2 years. So, it will probably 2.5 years, 3 years. We can totally see more regions added, even if they don't have the full Japan map at launch. And I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, of course, for the DLC. Saw a lot of people talk about Syndicate. I think they did this is also multiple trailers back to back, or not. But really here, they did... They did Evie dirty here, because you only see Jacob. And that's, of course, the whole story. I mean, people probably know. I talked about it in the video as well, where Jacob is like at the center of the box art, and then Evie is to the side. And also how Jacob has like more missions. To be honest, like playing through the game, it never felt like, oh, there's like way more Jacob. There was, of course, at the end, there was this sort of like multiple sequences where it was like a lot of Jacob, but still. Never felt like one was better than the other. Is Syndicate any good? Yeah, I think so. I think it has just a very unique sort of style to it. I love the music in the game. And still to this day, it's very impressive, like technically. Having the train drive around the city, having like horses and cages, like the chariots, like it's pretty wild. You can ride around pretty fast. The buildings look stunning. I think it's pretty good. Only the combat, it's just, I don't know. I didn't like it that much. At one point, there will be a point, at least for me in the game, there was a point where it was like, I'm just not good enough. So fighting brutes or other enemies just took way too long. And then, yeah, you would have like multiple enemies come towards you. It was like not that fun. But then at one point, you get tougher, you increase your strength, and then the time to kill got lower, so I did like that. Syndicate is the weakest of all the parts. Again, I still think there's a lot to love in the game, but it's certainly, yeah, one of the weaker games. And that final boss was just not great. Oh yeah. This is at a special place in my heart, this trailer. This was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Where did the time go? This was awesome. This cinematic trailer is like 3/4 battle. It's like, and it's like kind of cool to see it now. Yeah, of course the extra ability and stuff. They also did super weird with male Eivor. Bah, bah. And then of course Odin, is he with us? We use that for the Assassin's Cast as like the intro. Tell me. And dual wield. Yeah, boom. Okay, the fact that you can like stick a sword in his leg. That did not happen. That's not in the game. Still cool though. These guys, like, in this trailer, look more like the enemies from Mirage. That you cannot attack from the front. While, of course, in... like, that was, of course, a big thing. In Odyssey, we did not have the Hidden Blade. So, to see it again here. Like, that was, of course, also exciting that we did not know a lot. There were leaks, of course. It's weird to have, like, a red show up as, like, a cinematic trailer. This is not really a But, yeah, but then seeing it again was, of course, like, a huge, kind of cool reveal. A really, a Rod Legion, I agree. So, yeah, Mirage... I think Mirage was pretty fine too, but it's like... Yeah. It's kind of fun to see that as well. I'm gonna see if we can call in Joyce. While we're counting down, less than, or a little over an hour to go. A little over an hour to go. Of course, what is the number one thing that you hope to see in Shadows? Drop it in the chat and I will shout some things out. And then... people will like the name, by the way. 74% says yes, that they like the Shadows name. That's great. Mirage was super short, less than 50 hours. I mean, it was 30 hours, but that was... I mean, we knew what we were getting into. It's, by the way, crazy. I have, like, a red light now. It looks not that bad, actually. It looks not that bad. Outex says parkour. Yeah, curious if we will see stuff about that already. User Unknown wants to see the updated engine. Of course, that's gonna be hard with the CGI trailer, of course. But, okay, let's see. They of course, have the... cinematic trailer. I think the pricing structure for all the editions is what you want to see the most, Rod Legion. Is there nothing more exciting? What kind of AC will it be? So for people who don't know, like, Assassin's Creed Red will be... it will be an open world RPG. It will be made by the Odyssey team, and... really, where in Valhalla it felt like the development team was kind of... They didn't want to embrace it. They didn't want to embrace the fact that, yes, we are an RPG. Deal with it. And Odyssey, of course, did that, and that caught a lot of people off guard. Like, they were like, it is not Assassin's Creed. What the heck is going on? Turned out, a lot of people loved the game. So, but then Valhalla came out, and a lot of the systems, the RPG systems that made Odyssey so great were tooled down. Like, it did not matter what sort of gear you had. You could walk around in the Raven Clan armor from the moment you reached your settlement till the end of the game, and you would do the same amount of damage almost. It was really about the skills and leveling up like that. They didn't want a long time to kill anymore, so that's, of course, yeah, what I'm really curious about, like, what will Shadows do in that regard? I hope it's not afraid to be an RPG, and from what we hear, they are not, because they now have multiple games. They have Mirage, that's gonna be for the old school team, for the old school fans, and like, that team is probably making another old school game. Then you have Ubisoft Quebec from Odyssey, they're gonna focus on the RPG games, and then, yeah, there are, like, different sort of branches of Assassin's Creed games as well, with Hexay trying something new, and then we have the multiplayer game. So let's hope that means that Shadows will go all in on the RPG elements, but we will see. Ben says the Unibear. That's a great thing. I want to see that as well. Will Shadows still be Anvil? Yeah, I mean, of course. They're gonna use the same engine, but it will be upgraded. Like, switching engines is super hard. Like, that does not make sense, especially for a big game like this. Like, they will still try and see where they can reuse things or expand systems that they already created. But from rumors, we did hear that they are going to really update the animations. Like, that's of course what Origins, Valhalla, Odyssey, and Mirage, they kind of had similar things, right? They kind of had similar, they really had similar sort of animations. So I really hope that finally for Shadows we will look at the game and be like, damn, this looks new. These animations are ones we have not seen before. And then of course in Hexay we will probably see some similars in animations, but I'm fine with that. Let's see. By the way, did get a Prime sub there from Reddish5. Appreciate you a lot. Appreciate you a lot. Let's see if we can like pull that in here. And pull that in here as well. So if people now subscribe, it should appear on screen as well. 1 more hour, yes, for the thing. Any news on the mobile Assassin's Creed? We don't know. Tencent will do their investor call, I think, this week. So we might have an update. I will, of course, keep an eye out. But it's weird. It really seems like they kind of dropped it all of a sudden. I'm going to call Joyce. I'm going to shout out some more things that you guys want to see in the next game. Tell me. Okay, Joyce, let's call you. Who? We now see people who are following, which is great.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Let me check. There we go. Whoa, that's immediately working out. How do you like my red light? You can't see it, but you can.
Oh, I mean, I can see it on like the stream, but it looks kind of vibing.
Nice.
It looks very fitting.
Yeah, I had to talk Dutch for it because I used my Google Home.
Oh.
But
hello.
Hello. I'm gonna talk about some I talked about or ask people what is the number one thing they want to see in Shadows. Think about that. What you hope to see, and then I'm gonna shout out some more things from people. Sergio says, "I hope they have a bounty system like Odyssey." I hope so as well. Like that was like one of the things in Valhalla. I at one point did not want to kill the Zealots because they would be gone from the game, but I had to kill them in order to complete the order menu. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Like if there's a new weapon, I want to show it on a boss. And that's what was cool about Odyssey. You had an unlimited amount of mercenaries. Although the bounty, that's what I think with the bounty system, right? Be at the bounty board, that's of course different. QK says, I want an Aztec Assassin's Creed. I mean, rumors are that we're getting one, but we might. That's for... In 4 years' time, we will probably do a stream for that game. Come back later. Face animations improved. That's a good thing, I think. I think you would agree with that as well, right, Joyce? More motion capture cutscenes overall.
Yes, Valhalla kind of had that, but Odyssey and Origins had many more, I think, compared to like Valhalla. And it was also more like, it wasn't really like static or where they were just talking. It was there. A lot of things happened. Also in Mirage, even. I think Mirage also had like a lot more motion capture scenes, even though the game was shorter than. Yeah.
No, it was not motion capture. I think it was still just the tools that they have for Valhalla, where it looks a little better than motion. I mean, the motion capture was at the start of the game and at the end, right? You had some really cool cutscenes, like the one where Basim's transformation. That was motion capture, I think.
Yeah, and I think the fight between him and I forgot her name.
Roshan.
That fight was really cool too. Like at the start, at the
that's what I mean. That's Basim's transformation. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then with the spoilers when they got like the artifact near I think it's still like in the beginning.
Yeah, it's like the first hour.
Yeah. I think that was. Yeah.
So again, it's like the early part and the ending, and Odyssey had that as well a bit. Like the of course the Leonidas part, I think, had some motion capture, and Of course, some other early parts. But Origins had way more. Like,
Yeah.
throughout the game, you would see Bayek with, like, different characters. It really adds to the narrative. I prefer a shorter main story, but with more motion capture scenes than what Odyssey had, where it was way longer. And then all of a sudden, do you remember the scene? That's, like, also one of the only motion capture scenes, where it was in, like, a dock, and then it was like a building, and then all of a sudden you had this very cool combat scene where they were like fighting, and then it was like in the docks in Athens, I think.
Ooh, I gotta think.
I might be able to look that up, but people probably know what I mean. But
I think the best one in Origins, the one that really stands me by, is the one where Bayek is like putting the mask with like the sharp end and then put it at someone's face, and I was in one of the, I think it was one of the what's his name? Was it like at the start of Origins? And like where he like he's like, I'm Bayek of Siwa, and then just shoves the mask like in his face. Like that was the death.
Those things just like work better when there's like a motion capture. But I get that they can do it, but still, from going from Origins to Odyssey, like Origins, the non-motion capture scenes we're just talking to each other and our mouths are moving. There's nothing happening. There's no emotion whatsoever. Odyssey already improved that a bit, but it's still at the kind of weird arm movement. Valhalla improved it a bit as well, but because that game was so freaking long, at one point you were like, why is everyone standing like this? Like, they all had the same sort of movement. It was kind of weird. And then Mirage it was serviceable in Mirage. Like, when they say, hey, it's more of an old school game, I do expect more natural cutscenes with more motion capture involved. But that game, of course, had a smaller budget. So I hope for Shadows. Like, I'm not expecting it. I'm really not expecting a lot of those, like, very cool scenes. But I do hope there's a bit more of it, and that the story overall is, like, finishable in 30 hours. And then, if you, like us, want to get lost in the world, there's way more to do, and there's an unlimited mercenary system, and they talk about, like, I don't know, maybe the conquest battles, something like that will be back, right? So there's always something to do. So let the people who just want to be done with the game be done with the game, maybe come back for story DLC. Let the people who want to exist in the world, want to do way more, do that, but don't force everyone to trick or treat with Gunner in a freaking story arc for 50 minutes. That sucks.
Oh, you definitely, from the tone of voice, you definitely hated that part. You didn't even remember what it was.
Oh no,
Do you still have?
It's
Do
the
you still have the
Glauchester
wedding?
arc.
Do you
It's
still
the
have the wedding
Glauchester
notification
arc.
when you go to him? Like, how was your wedding?
I don't care. It's like, what was it when Sigurd was like gone or something? Like, something important happened, and it was like, now we first have to trick or treat.
It really depends when it comes to Sigurd, by the way.
Yeah.
I think. But let's not dwell on that. Let's actually go back to what people are coming for. And you asked me a question beforehand. Actually, you kind of hit the nail on the head right there. I am really looking forward to more motion capture scenes, actually.
Yeah, you have to pick something else now. That you can't say that now.
Okay. I think my second choice would be getting into some old school assassin action. Like, give me the double assassination, give me something, like we can actually sneak up again without, when we go back to Valhalla and you could just throw your axe at someone and you get spotted right away. I'm like, no, I want to go back to the stealthy vibes. Know what I mean? You don't have to...
Yeah. You want to have the option, the better option. I mean, I streamed Odyssey the other day, of course, last week, just in time for this reveal. And I was like, I really think, and people were like, oh, this is not a Assassin's Creed game. The stealth in that game is actually really fun. Maybe it was a bit over the top, but it was something new, right? It was, I can throw this spear, teleport there, and then, like with the Rush assassination, I can really turn invisible. While, of course, in Syndicate, you had an ability like that as well, but it was, like, not really the real thing. In Odyssey, it was way cooler. You could, like, really walk around and stuff. So, like, I like that sort of stuff. So I hope there's like a good combo. But playing Mirage, I just love the tools. So if they can bring that back in a way where it makes sense in the RPGs, because it was in Origins as well, but that made the game way too easy. You could like just put a brute to sleep and then assassinate it, and it was like over. So I hope they balance it better so that the tools are not as OP as they were in the other games. Like always, the smoke bomb is just throw it down and you can assassinate people. Like they're suddenly like, where did you go? And then you can like assassinate a few people. So I hope that for an RPG, that if you can make a build, if you can like spend a lot of time on perfecting your damage, and the other option is just put an enemy to sleep and insta-kill them, it doesn't work together. So we will see.
I mean, also with the noisemaker and what else did you got in Mirage that I would love to see the smoke bombs. Actually, that would actually be really fun. But it did remind me. Also, question: would they add New Game Plus right away at launch?
No. They will do it later. But I do think they will have a post-launch trailer, and then they will say New Game Plus. Odyssey had that as well, actually. They said in the post-launch trailer already, and we're working on New Game Plus.
Right.
Yeah,
wow, that's a throwback for me.
Yeah. So they're gonna do it. Like, they're not gonna be like the Valhalla dev team where they're like, people want New Game Plus? I did not know that. Did you? No, I don't know.
Wow, I just hope they got that. I mean, it's the Odyssey team. They would have had that in their mind already. It was a success with Odyssey as well. So I would not be surprised if they didn't already put a plan in motion for that.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Also, like post-launch even. But yeah, no, I'm just excited to see anything from this game. Because it's kind of weird because we already kind of know from like, leaks and from the previous name where it's gonna be. Like with Valhalla, we had no idea what the setting was gonna be.
I mean, we did know it. Like we were all pretending during the Boss Logic stream to be like, "Oh, is that a Viking? Oh, I did not know that."
You were for 8 hours. How many hours was it?
Yeah, it was 8 hours. And the top comment was, "I can't believe you streamed the whole thing." 4 years ago.
Respect to you. Respect to you. No, but like, okay, for people who were like not in the know, like we were like 4 years ago, we didn't know the setting yet. So right now it was just like, okay, we're gonna reveal the new name.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it's like, okay, and now what? And then I mean, I have to tell you, like the marketing that they put on this game with like the hourglass, and I was like, okay, that's pretty impressive. Like just put it somewhere. Where would it be?
I wanted Boss Logic to be back. I wanted to stream 8 hours again, but not Boss. No, I don't know. I don't know. I thought the hourglass was fine. It was like something. But there were people who actually went to the real life location.
Really?
Yeah. Let me quickly.
I was like wondering, where is it? Like I was wondering,
in Osaka, in Japan.
Oh, they actually put okay.
Yeah. I think they did, but it did not leak, so people were surprised by that. But then I saw someone post like a picture of them actually going there.
That's actually pretty cool. That guy.
Yeah.
I
by the way, want to shout out some people who donated and stuff. Let me first.
Thank you.
Pull on this. Kind of like, oh my god. Yeah, this is good. So this was like what they did, like the hourglass and then reveal trailer, bam.
Yeah.
I want to thank some people. We got Kenny. I'm sure we will receive in-game screenshots just like they did after the Valhalla cinematic trailer. I think I tried to talk about this many times, but I just lost track of what I was saying. But yeah, that is kind of what they're doing, right? Cinematic trailer, get people hyped, pre-orders are open, and there are some screenshots and some info, and then gameplay a few weeks later. That's kind of what they are usually doing. So Kenny, I'm with you. Appreciate your support as always. We also got Wooden's Throne. You better get to play as an assassin in this game, since this takes place where the Assassin and Templars already assist. The Japan Brotherhood was formed. By Tokugawa Iya. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to have all these Japanese names. It was already hard with the Shogun TV show. By the way, if you have not watched the Shogun TV show, I'm not gonna say drop everything, watch it now. No, watch it later. It's gonna be good.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
It's
Joda,
on the
thanks for
list.
becoming a member here. And we got Matthew as well, becoming a Raptor member. Appreciate you. So hyped, says Sono the Jackal, with many likes. I'm gonna like that as well. Appreciate your support. Appreciate everyone, of course, being here. We're close to the reveal. What we're gonna do is watch the trailer, and then maybe you wanna check the channel. You know, just a thought. Like maybe there's more. Maybe there's more. Maybe not.
But wait, there's more. Yeah, but anyway, I think what I found funny is that the length of this trailer, I didn't expect that. Like PlayStation Game Size revealed that with data mining. I think you already briefly mentioned that.
Yeah.
Compared to Valhalla, which was like 4 minutes. Yeah. So I was like, okay,
it's
so
the
we're
same.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Same
with the
length.
pre-order now at the end.
Yeah. Pre-order
So-
now. Way of the Berserker
Yeah.
mission. Get it now.
Sorry, I got reminded by that April Fool's joke we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, there are people asking, will there be gameplay? I mean, it's a cinematic trailer, so don't expect it. Expect it probably during UE Forward in June. But right
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
it's
they
only
have been
cinematic.
very upfront. It's gonna be a cinematic reveal.
Yeah.
So, but that's always great. Like those cinematic trailers, even if you are not planning on getting the game, still a fun video to watch.
Yeah, it's still it's the cinema. They blow me away all the time with the cinematics. Like
What, is there a new hourglass?
really
Oh
a new
my
one?
God.
Oh, they're hyping it up, aren't
Joda's
they?
is sharing it. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna look
Gasp.
it up.
Gasp.
Is it like a 1 hour, 1 more hour?
Probably. I mean, it's for us 45 minutes.
Got a 45 minutes. Oh yeah, I see it. We can like pull it up. Pull up. There it is. Clunk.
I'm looking at the screen right now.
It just
Oh, that's actually a really nice setting.
yeah, that's cool.
I'm a cherry blossom fan, so I'm really glad that they did.
And cool fact, the hourglass is like almost like empty. So
Yeah.
they actually, I don't know if they actually did the calculation, but it seems pretty legit. It seems pretty legit. If we now go to asasinskreed.com.
Is the website working?
Ah, no. /hourglass. No, it's not working. No.
This is not surprising.
I mean, maybe it will work later. I want to thank Greens for also becoming a member
Thank
there.
you.
Appreciate you. That's very, very kind. You get a very cool Odyssey Raptor next to your name. And then that will slowly change into other Raptors until you get the Hades Lieutenant. I think there are people in the chat with the Hades Lieutenant. We have Joda with the Assassin Raptor icon. Let's see. There are some people who have the Hades Lieutenant. I think you have to be a member for 2 years or something. I think if you type in the chat, Joyce, there will be something. You will have the Hades Lieutenant.
Yep. Or
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. That's cool.
I've been working for more than 2 years at
Yeah.
the channel. Wow.
So glad to see
Yeah.
you streaming. I'm so excited. Me too, Edelzol. Hope I pronounced your name right. Appreciate you joining. Swifty, the birthday boy. We're not gonna. Oh no, maybe I should not have said your name, but they said play the alpha. I think you guys will be satisfied.
Oh. Will
Okay.
will be?
Okay. I would not say more things. Maybe Ubisoft is watching and they now found your address. And be safe out there. But appreciate you joining. And I have a feeling that we will be satisfied as well. Again, Odyssey team, Japanese setting. They had a ton of learnings. Like, it's not the first RPG anymore. It's not the first post-launch anymore. Uh-oh, I'm screwed. I hope not. I think you will be fine.
I don't know what to say at this, but get safe. That's all I'm saying.
There we have serious cosplay joining with the Hades Lieutenant.
Hey, Yay!
That's cool. Raptor member.
Thank you. I'm not the only one.
Yes, nice.
Yeah.
Do you when the next co-op AC will be? So, okay, this could be interesting. Let's go over all the Assassin's Creed games that are coming. We still have some time because we need some time to go over them. One of them is namely, and this is all rumors, like, of course, the official games we know about are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Invictus, the multiplayer game. Ubisoft had not shared anything about it, only to say that, hey, it's being worked on by For Honor developers. I think some Rainbow Six Siege people are working on it as well. And Hexay, of course. And I think that's it. That's the official ones that are revealed. Of course, Mirage already out. But then, we have Obsidian. Project Obsidian. Do you know what it is?
Have you ever told me about this?
No, it's the Black Flag remake. Apparently.
I was gonna say, like...
It's the Skull and Bones team.
Huh?
Making the Black Flag remake.
Wow.
At least people inside Ubisoft Singapore.
I mean, I like Black Flag. I really...
I think it could be awesome. I think it could be really awesome.
No, Obsidian, I had no idea if that was the project name, actually. No.
No, it was or leaked later. Then we have Nebula, which is the game with the 3 settings.
Yeah, that one I know.
Yeah, Aztec Empire, India, Mediterranean. I think that's it.
Yes, I think you hit the name.
I want to thank El Silon Del Gamer for also becoming a Velociraptor member. Appreciate you as well. And Ben also wanted that Odyssey icon next to his moderator name.
Oh.
Flex. Appreciate you.
Yay, Ben, you're here.
Yeah.
You haven't been with
I see
the
people
streets in a
asking, what's
while.
Joy's channel name? JorRaptor.
Yeah, I work for the channel. That's all I can give you.
Raid, Assassin's Creed Raid, Ubisoft, I think Chengdu, or like I don't know who it is, but one of the Ubisoft teams is working on a co-op game, seemingly, Assassin's Creed Raid, codename. So, again, the one Invictus will likely be a PvP game. I think it will be kind of similar to the old style, only, of course, made for the modern audience. I hope it's... I don't know what I want. Would you want like an RPG combat system PvP, or did you like the old multiplayer PvP they had?
Ooh, I mean, I think I played like the one in Brotherhood and in... Was it only Brotherhood, or was there also...
No. It was Revelations 3 and even Black Flag, I think.
I think I played it in Brotherhood the most. I mean, I liked it, but at a certain point... I mean, it was really short. Like, it was these short matches... You know, it was kind of like you could do with them in between. So I like them. You know, it's for me, it's a real throwback. So I have to like think back, what did I do there? Also that you can like pick your own character. Like you had all these character models you could pick from. But would I like that or the other? I
mean, the other we don't really know, but maybe the combat system from the RPG games works better in a co-op game. I think.
I mean, I liked Unity. I want.
Oh
when is the Unity thing coming back? I really like that. The multiplayer on that one.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Damn it. Please bring that back.
Do you think Shadows will be up to fandom's expectations? The fans have been asking for the setting for so long. Yeah, they have a tough hill to climb. Serious cosplay, but I mean, they are approaching it, I think, from a good angle. Like, they're really... It's the first PS5, Xbox Series, PC game. No more PS4, Xbox One. So it is cool to see the setting for the first time in like an upgraded Assassin's Creed, with an upgraded Assassin's Creed engine. So the graphics should be a bit better than what we've seen before, which already, I think, exciting. And again, this is not the first... Like, Quebec made 2 mainline Assassin's Creed games already. They, of course, worked on a lot of other Assassin's Creed projects as well. They did Immortals. Like, they are like a very talented team right now. And I really think that for them, this is the best time. And they had an extra year. Like, for Odyssey, I think even for Syndicate, maybe less than 3 years. I'm not sure how long they worked on that. But Odyssey was like 3 years. From Syndicate to Odyssey was 2015 to 2018. Yeah. So now it's Immortals 2020 till 2024. So they have like they've like 4 years, which is like, I think, exciting. Again, they got a ton of learnings from, they already did an RPG. They won't hopefully fall in the same traps again. They know what worked for Valhalla, what did not work for Valhalla. So I have hope. I really think they can nail it. My thing where I'm kind of worried is maybe not the right word, but where I'm like, are they going to do this? I think it will not take a lot of risks. I think it will still be very... We will still... I mean, I was already in the video about the Assassin's Creed, like the first Shadows video we did, not yesterday, but Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I was already making predictions, and they were all true. Like, the hourglass is the trinket. Like, that's true. Like, I'm just not... I really think that they're, once again, really looking at the blueprint for what these RPG games were, and just building upon that. And I hope that some of the systems and, like, the duo protagonists that they're seemingly gonna do, like, I really hope that that really is that sort of thing that makes us exciting and makes it not feel like, oh, I've played this after 20 hours. I really hope it feels kind of new in many ways, apart from the graphics.
And will there be weekly and daily
100%.
challenges?
100%.
There will be always
Don't
something
worry
to do.
about that.
Even when you're done with the main story, there will
Yeah,
always be. Like, I heard you talk with Fragnar about will there be a Reda or will we be a Sargon in this game? I wonder. I mean, it's from the Odyssey creators, so maybe Sargon will be better.
that would be amazing.
The
No.
Hades Japanese lieutenant.
Yeah. No, I hope so. There is a settlement, so there is a spot for Sargon or whoever. I mean, Sargon needs to find the staff or like another artifact to stay alive for that long. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope so. Or like in the same family tree, but like very, very like.
Yeah, Reda was my great grandfather.
No, not great. Like great, and then you would be there for like an hour.
Oh, it's like
talking
that.
about
Oh,
great.
it's like a scene from Jimmy Neutron where they go like the sun goes down and then up and and down.
Oh, I
They
don't
finally
remember
reached-
that. I do remember the theme song, but that's all I got for Ginny Neutron.
Yeah, but I don't mind being a Reda, but I'm kind of I want someone new. Give me someone.
Oh
that
yeah,
could-
no, but if they're gonna do it again, it's gonna be someone new. It's gonna be someone
I mean,
new.
for the-
Maybe they
for
will be
Bouncy
eating an
Board.
apple. Like they have to do an Easter egg.
Ooh. Yeah, like they did in Valhalla with Origins. I really loved that one actually. Where they were
Oh,
going
yeah.
over.
No, that's an Easter. But I hope that the character, the Reda-like character, has an like a maybe not an outfit where it's like I love Sargon, but like he's also eating an apple, like something like that, where it's like Sargon always had an apple.
Yeah.
Just saying that.
So long.
Yeah. No, I don't want to hear
So
that
long,
again.
time out.
I'm over that. I'm over that. For people who are like, what the heck are you talking about the hourglass? It's this. Someone in the Discord already went to the website assassinscreed.com/hourglass and saw this message. You've successfully unlocked Hourglass Trinket. So that's the one that they put in all the the real life locations. But hey, it actually has. Oh, that's pretty cool. It has the sort of icon.
The logo on it.
Yeah, the logo on it. That's cool.
Oh, that's
And you can
actually
like
pretty cool.
probably put that on your back, right? Again, with Mirage, we had the trinkets as well, or they were called talismans in that game.
I mean,
So that is
they were
gonna be
kinda
back.
Like, they were kind of like, they were just there. They weren't really. It was just cosmetic. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
really anything.
I mean,
about
it would
that.
be cool if they had like a sort of effect. That would be kind of cool.
Maybe. I mean, in Mirage, it wasn't like the hourglass reminds me of the one that you got like in Mirage for Prince of Persia.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
that one.
Hi, Jacked.
but
Appreciate your Prime sub. Appreciate you a lot.
Thank you.
We also have some other donations. Everyone, thanks a lot for the support. Did I already read, Connor? I'm not sure, but otherwise, thanks for joining as a JorRaptor member. Sono of Jekyll says, I'm so tired, it's like 1 a.m. for me.
Oh my God.
It's like
Where are you?
30 more minutes. You can do it. The trailer is 4 minutes, so it won't be that bad.
And then you can go to sleep.
Although it's Wednesday, right? Okay, it will be bad. I hope you have nothing to do tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, actually, yeah.
And we have Jaden say, hope it's a notable difference from Ghost of Tsushima. I hope they have the game its own identity. I mean, I think they're smart enough to do that, right? Because the comparisons are totally gonna be there. Maybe at the end of this month, I saw people ask about the this PlayStation Showcase already in the chat. Like, it has not been confirmed yet. Could happen any moment. I think it would have been maybe. I mean, it can be the next week or the week after, and high chance Ghost of Tsushima 2 will be there, right? So there will totally be videos comparing the two, even though we will have 2 CGI trailers probably. But I really hope, I mean, with the 2 protagonists, that's already so different from, unless Ghost is gonna do that as well. I mean, it's possible, but
like with Spider-Man 2, they put 2 people on the cover.
I mean, all the Sony games, of course, go in like. They kind of, their sequels are kind of similar with Atreus and Kratos, and then you have like in The Last of Us multiple playable characters, and then like next maybe in Horizon 3 we're gonna play the clone, right? The beta, she was called, right?
Beta.
Yeah, so they will probably think of some things, but yeah, maybe in Ghost of Tsushima 2 as well. Although I would not mind just playing Jin. I think that would be pretty cool, but we will see.
When was the investor call, Fupi, again? Was that today?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Yeah, so they're gonna release the trailer, and then they're also gonna call like, hey.
Yeah, hey, we did not make a lot of money, but please watch our exciting trailer. That's gonna be the call. That's gonna be the call.
Yikes.
Ghost of Tsushima became the #1 comparison to Japanese setting games. And again, I talked about it, I think, early in the stream as well, where it was like, they started working on this game after Ghost came out, like a few months after Ghost came out. And maybe they needed that, right? I mean, they sure always planned to do the Japanese setting, but I think the sales from Ghost of Tsushima, people loving that, I think it did help. They were maybe like, okay, we have to do it now. People want it. Because I do think there were like some rumblings where they were like, are people really, I know it's like a highly requested feature, setting, but do people actually want it? And then Ghost came out and they, okay. But now we're at a point where there are so many. I mean, we had just Rise of the Ronin, of course. Ghost is coming to PC tomorrow.
Yes, hype.
Yes. Vivek is asking, what about the podcast today? I mean, if Luke still wants to talk to me, then, I mean, we have no beef or something, but...
I was gonna say, what did you do?
I plan on joining him. I hope he's down with that. So yeah, that would be exciting to kind of talk.
He's first gonna watch the trailer and then be like, what do you think?
yeah, it's gonna be a fun show, I'm sure.
What is this?
Ghost of Tsushima 2 was confirmed. I mean, basically, like, there were rumors a few weeks, or actually last weekend, where someone said, I heard Sly Cooper is in the works. And then, but it was Jeff Grubb, and he said, I heard there was a Sly Cooper, or I hope they're doing Sly Cooper because Ghost is taking so long, they're working on something else first, and I hope it's Sly. So every Twitter account was like, Sucker Punch is working on Sly. Then Jason Schreier was like, no, they're not. Ghost of Tsushima 2 just takes a really long time. I mean, basically confirming they're doing it, obviously.
I mean,
but,
they should take their time.
Yeah.
They should take their time to perfect the sequel. Or,
I mean, of course they should, but Sony needs a game. Like, they don't have a game this year, so it would have been nice if it was ready. But yeah, 4 years is just not for a big open world RPG like that from a significantly smaller team than Guerrilla or Naughty Dog or Santa Monica.
Unless Insomniac decides to drop the DLC for Spider-Man 2 this year.
Oh yeah, they probably will. I think it will be out in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
What about the special suits that we're still gonna get, like from
Lando Norris?
I mean, Lando's price went up. I don't think they're gonna pay for that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, but I want to see that.
Okay, so we're less than 30 minutes. I want to say any final words, but we still have some time.
Yeah, we still have some time. I gotta prepare some stuff soon, but
yeah. That's good. No, but yeah. Any more things people want to see? I saw. Let me scroll. I can like scroll up a bit as well. let's see.
Well, this is an interesting question about the modern day.
Ooh.
Because I am really curious about how Shadows is gonna tackle that. Like, if we're gonna see that just a glimpse, are they gonna do like was Black Flag who did like the the first person one when you walked into Abstergo? I just wonder how they're gonna do that, because there are these rumors where they're like going to be like so many years in the future because of Infinity, or is the modern day gonna be Infinity only?
Yeah, it's gonna be Infinity only, so it won't be in the game.
Yeah, so like, are we just gonna get like a?
It's gonna be one unified thing. So, like, the games did it differently in terms of perspective and characters you were sometimes playing. Of course, for the RPG trilogy, they had Layla. Like, I think they're gonna start with something fresh. They're gonna make it like interesting for new people as well, so they can just jump in. Obviously, you have some Easter eggs in there for people who are really into that sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
for the majority of the people who just wanna be a samurai in Japan, like, they can just do that without it being interrupted. Because that is what it felt like at certain points in Origins in particular. Valhalla didn't really have many moments. Odyssey also not a lot. I did like the mission they did for the Fate of Atlantis, like the free quest, where you would be where you as Layla was like going into a temple or like a tomb. That was kind of cool.
And then we saw our Dutch guy. God, what's his name again? That we had to fight in the end. That was Fate. Yeah, that was no. Yeah, it was like a preview for Fate of Atlantis, but like near the end of Fate of Atlantis.
It was not Otso, right?
Jawel.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was Otso. Yeah.
Okay.
We had to fight him in the end.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah.
He was.
I mean, he was in the Fate of Atlantis, like the final. That was so weird. And then
Yeah.
we did not in Valhalla. We did not see him again. I think it was mentioned. So it was like hard to keep track. So I hope.
Berg, thank you.
So I hope that they, of course, at one point, like the problem was that there were multiple teams working on the same modern day story while, like, when the Odyssey DLC was happening with the Otso Berg stuff and Fate of Atlantis, Valhalla already had their whole modern day story laid out. So it wasn't working. Like, they were, I think, working on it at the same time, and it was like, oh, what if something changed? Then it does. Like, now it seems that one team inside Ubisoft Montreal probably is just gonna be shepherding the modern day, and they will be the only people who will work on it, and it will just live alongside the games. But yeah, it will probably be way more coherent and be separate for people who don't want it. But I do hope that they, like, we of course had the Abstergo gear set. What if they bring that back? Of course, we know there are going to be armor sets or mounts or whatever.
We need Isu armor.
That's gonna come back. They're gonna do it. Vanquisher, appreciate your Prime sub. 70 months. That's insane. Appreciate you. But like, there. Now I lost my train of thought. But
it's okay. It's exciting. We have less than 30 minutes left on the clock.
Yes, but what was I? I was talking. I had like a good.
You were talking about they'll definitely put something of the modern day like in the game.
Oh yeah. No, like, I hope that if we go play, like, that there's an incentive for people who maybe don't care about the modern day to still go through it, and then if you, for example, play the modern day in the Infinity Hub, you get the Abstergo gear set for Shadows. Something like that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I mean, Valhalla left us with that final DLC. Not DLC. You wouldn't really call it DLC. It was just like a final quest.
Yeah, the final chapter.
Yeah, like the final. Thank you. Like, they left us still with like an open ending. Basim, he's like, oh, you have something interesting for me, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And what's next then?
I mean, that of course, then Mirage happened, and of course the start of that game was kind of I mean, I do think we will see Basim. We will see more of Basim because that is not over. But I do think they will have like new characters and a new twist on the modern day. And I do think, like, right now we're focused on Shadows. There will be many moments on Shadows, maybe at Gamescom or like later on. We have some time till the end of the year. There will be an Infinity coming out party, and then we will learn way more. And I'm just super curious, and I would not be surprised if that is also where they are talking more about Invictus or Hexe, like how because I think when Infinity comes out, it won't be that exciting because it will just be a launcher with Red as like the only native thing on it. But in 5 years' time, it should be exciting because it is Red. It is Invictus with Season 12. It is the Black Flag remake countdown timer for when that's going live. It is, the Mirage team is back with a new... Like, it will be this whole sort of Animus sort of thing. And I think that's gonna be exciting. But when it comes out, it probably won't be that's cool.
I mean, I expect like at Forward that they'll show us a little glimpse of the hub in Infinity, because we have to get through that to get through Shadows.
I don't know. I think it will just take away. Like they first want to sell the game, and then at one point they're like, oh, and by the way, I think it will just be if like there are already rumors about mini battle passes and and a subscription. People don't want to hear that. That will not help this game. They first have to focus, hey, this is a cool Japanese game. Go get it. And then later, and by the way, you don't have to engage with this, but there's also the Infinity Hub. And the promise is that it's going to happen this and this and this. Right now, though, not a lot. You can just ignore it. I hope they do it like that, but we will see.
I mean, the best thing would be if they just like did a gameplay walkthrough and then they ended by going back to the Infinity Hub. And then
and then like what?
What?
And then for like 3 seconds, everyone like freezing their frame, and it's like or it's like someone at Ubisoft Forward like over shoulders, like, what are you filming me? And he's like toying around in the Infinity Hub to boot up the game.
Somebody
that would
from
be
Ubisoft
fun.
listening, do it.
Vanquisher is asking, will there be drops? I don't think there are, but they do have that that hourglass, of course. But again, I'm gonna try it again. I don't think it's.
No. Oh boy.
Okay, Joyce. I think you have some things to attend to.
Yes, I have to actually. Yeah. I have to prepare some things. I see for someone who's I would like to see Cassandra cameo. I would too. But
it will totally happen in like year 2. I think they like it's gonna happen, but it won't be for a long time.
Imagine a crossover story again. I would like that. I did like that in Valhalla. I did like that in Odyssey. So
yeah, I mean, and especially now, it's like Ubisoft Quebec is making this game. They made Cassandra. Like, it's easier than ever to have her. Maybe it's gonna be in the main game already, like a side quest or something. I hope she's not involved, like, because that's gonna be. We don't need that. Like, we don't need that much Cassandra. She's already in the Jade opening.
That's true.
She's everywhere.
Yeah.
Chill out,
but that's
Cassandra.
Yeah, but like she's immortal. She can go anywhere.
But that's the problem. That's the problem.
She'll meet Basim in some point.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, I'm gonna prepare some stuff. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Everybody in chat, get hyped. It's only 20 minutes left.
Less than
20 minutes, and I'll see you all later. And your good luck, and hopefully people will get excited.
I'm sure they will. Okay, thanks Joyce for joining, and
see you on the other side.
It feels like New Year's Eve in a way.
Right? Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.
Yes, goodbye. Okay. We're still here. We're super close. It's insane. It's really, really exciting. Any final words? I don't know. I want to make sure that the audio is good. So what I'm going to do is... what I'm gonna do is play another video, another trailer. I think I'm gonna do like the Mirage trailer or something. and then I can like kind of see, or like the Valhalla one, and then you guys tell me if the audio is good, and then I'm gonna look at the countdown for the Mirage one. Ubisoft Shadows. 17 minutes is what it says, but I could get like a backup as well. It will be fun. So yeah, let's check if the audio is correct, just to be safe. There's no audio right now.
The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
Okay, and you hear me as well? Because then we're gonna do it like this. Oh man. I hope it's as hyped as this one. This was such a good trailer. 4 years, right? Yeah, Elsie, Cathy, I agree. Too quiet, so some people could be louder. Gonna pull it up a bit. Better? I will of course nuke down the countdown timer. I think the audio is good like this. Could be louder. I did we'll show the collector's edition afterwards, after the trailer. Kaka is saying, bruh, you're the most AC nerd ever. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks for the compliment. I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now, Panda Warrior. Yeah, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific time. Again, there's a huge countdown timer on the screen. I don't know how much clearer it can get. I remember I watched this trailer on your stream too, and before the trailer they also did an 8-hour stream where they drew the logo. Yeah, that was crazy. A little funny when people thought that audio was etchy. Oh yeah, that was nice. Damn. Can we expect pre-orders to open after the trailer? Yeah, I think so. Will Shadows have combat like Odyssey and Valhalla? High chance, Xarius. Hardly can hear the trailer, really? Audio's perfect on my end. Okay, I think I'm gonna bit down like this. There's not a lot in this. This one feels a bit louder than as well. Audio's good. Thanks everyone. Your audio is still much louder than the trailer. I mean, I'm not gonna talk through the trailer like I am now. Don't worry. Don't worry. Did they say anything about DLC for Shadows? Not yet. Not yet. We're beginning a new era on JorRaptor's channel with this one. Excited to be a viewer. BB, I'm excited for you to be here, man. That's exciting. Thanks, Brock. Do you think there will be 60 FPS at launch? I would be shocked if there's not 60 FPS at launch. You think we will ever get an AC Odyssey sequel? I mean, never say never, but I don't think they will do it. They might do like a small few hour, like kind of what they did with the crossover thing. Hey, Winter Scorpion X, good to see you. I'm surprised the trailer did not leak yet. They've been very good with leaks. They've been very good with leaks. They've been very good. Okay, here we are. Whoop. People are going crazy over here. 20k people waiting at the official thing. I can like do my countdown going. I have a backup as well for if this takes too long, but we're gonna watch it. Will they announce the release date as of yet? Ubisoft already did an oopsie, and they at the Italian and German version of the premiere, they already put the text, and we don't know if it's confirmed, but they said it's November 15th. That's the release date. But again, we will have to wait and see. 3,000 watching here. That's insane. I have not, I'm not seeing the numbers, but that's very exciting. That's very exciting. People are hyped, just like me. 12 more minutes. 12 more minutes. Shadow is a cool name. Yeah, for sure. We did a poll, by the way, for people who are joining now. And I'm gonna, put on the countdown time for people who are like, I'm not seeing it. And 76% where it was like, yeah, whoa, a good name. And I agree. Joyce is gone now, Outex. She is preparing some things to go live at 6, so when the trailer goes live. And we will have a trailer reaction on the JorRaptor channel as well. I saw some people ask about it as well. Dennis is there too. And Joyce. So there's a second reaction video on the second channel. Cover art looks so sick. Yeah, I agree. Will AC Shadows get overshadowed by Ghost of Tsushima? No, I really think if the November 15th release is of course correct, I really think that it's gonna be fine. Because Ghost of Tsushima 2 is not launching this year. We already know Sony does not have a big game before April 2025. So Ghost is not gonna launch before April 2025. If Assassin's Creed Shadows is really in November, they got the spotlight. Sure, Ghost might get announced and we might see a trailer for it, but then they will probably go quiet, and then next year I think it's gonna release and then have a gameplay blowout. But then by that time we will already have Assassin's Creed Shadows. Random guy is saying I'm coming to Amsterdam in 2 weeks. That's awesome. I think did you ask me for tips? Someone did a few last week, I think. Do you think double assassinations will make a comeback, Herc? I hope so. I really hope so. I have to wake up for work in 5 hours. Oh, Ben. I want to say it's gonna be worth it, but I mean, that depends. Bet saying, I'm so excited for this. Me too. Dominic, hey, good to see you. Any chance Shadows doesn't make it this year? There's, of course, always a chance. But when was the last time an Assassin's Creed game got delayed? It never happened. So it's not gonna happen. Unless you count the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC. I do think that was planned for November, December. But they pushed that to March. So, but that does not really count. No, I really think they're gonna have the holiday. I mean, they really got the holiday kind of for themselves. GTA is next year. We might have Dragon Age this year and Call of Duty. But Call of Duty is there always. So, I think they really have the kind of, they got a great holiday season. I see people say JorRaptor is here in that chat. Come to my stream for a live reaction. Let's get more people to join here instead of watching it by themselves. That's crazy. I want to see the Japanese Reda. Veteran gamer, you're talking that's my number one thing as well. I hope the cinematic trailer is just the origin story of the Japanese Reda. That would be cool. GTA 6 will be delayed until 2076. We will see. We will see. JorRaptor, I'm watching both. Okay, the good lad. The good lad. You're a good lad. You're a good lad. Any news on Horizon Zero Dawn? Shiv? We might hear more stuff about Horizon at PlayStation Showcase in next week or the week after. I will keep you posted. Will Olds Ezio be a one? Not sure what you're saying there, Christian. I hope the game has something to do with Japanese. What? Luke Steven is live too with all the AC haters. Oh, nice. I mean, I'm happy with what we have here. I'm happy. I mean, I'm on a podcast with Luke every week, and it's super fun to talk with him. But and our perspectives that's what makes it very fun. Like, we're quite kind of different because, and that's what I love streaming like this. Like, we are right here, all fans of the RPG games of the post-launch. I mean, most people. Like, people are saying, I want to see the Japanese Reda. Like, I don't think anyone in Luke Stevens' chat knows who that is. And that's completely fine, but that makes me kind of happy that we have this sort of community around the post-launch for a single-player game, that people are like, why do I need a daily quest in my single-player game? I mean, if you want a cool weapon, that's pretty nice to get, like... So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I'm watching on Twitch and YouTube. Nice, Zero Sits a lot. Good to see you again. Love the Gundam Man. Watching every single video. Stealth Gundam. I appreciate you. That's very kind. Call in work sick. Yeah, Ben. You heard it. You heard it. 5 more hours. You're like... Or just stay in the shadows. Probably. That's smart. Maybe work from home. Is that possible? I need to finish Valhalla, man. Maybe you should. Maybe you should not. It really depends. It really depends on how far you are. Like, if you are already back to Norway for the second time, do it. Okay, I'm seeing someone else. I love you. Can I get a shout out? Austria. Hey, Sep. Shout out to Austria. It's so much fun. The return of the Hidden Blade combat. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Nobody needs to finish Valhalla. No, you really should finish it if you want to. But I totally get... Like, that's the thing. There are a few questions that I want to... When I get an interview chance, and I hope I do, there are a couple of questions. But I think the best... Oh, we got another one. JorRaptor is the best content creator for AC. Been watching for years. Well, Musty, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Like, number one question is, how long is the main story? And why... And did you learn from Valhalla? Because I really think it hurt the overall game. It really hurt the like, a lot of people were not gonna play the DLC. Like, you're not playing DLC for a game you did not finish. Like, nobody really does that. So, having a story that you can actually finish is way smarter. I'm still pissed about no New Game Plus on Valhalla. Jesse, I get it. I said it during the streams last week as well. Still think, AC Shadows versus Sekiro versus God of War, the good lad says. I mean, we don't know. Oh man, I might not get away with this if I say that I prefer Sekiro over Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, both games do some great things, but I think Sekiro was awesome. Honestly, you're my go-to person when it comes to AC games. Love your content, Raptor. Appreciate you, Rictus. Appreciate you a lot. So you're saying if you are just starting Valhalla, you should not... I mean, what I'm saying is, if you at one point are like, I can't do this anymore, I get it. I do think Valhalla has a really cool ending and a really cool final thing, but there are too many story arcs where it's like, this should have been a side content. This should not have been a forced thing that I should do. Do you like the name AC Shadows better than AC Cage? What? Oh, Japanese for Shadows. Yeah, I think Shadows is better. Musty. I think it makes sense for the broader appeal. Pro Cash saying Odyssey Peak. I agree. In a way. Jay saying AC3 and Syndicate look good. Valhalla looks like a PS3 game prototype. I mean, it has its moments, Valhalla. I mean, I still think, like, if I have to be positive about Valhalla, I think the Ronzone is saying, I hope you reach 1 million by the year's end. Ronzone, that's the goal. That's the goal, and you're helping. Thanks. Let's see. Like, I love the parry system in Valhalla, if I have to say something. I think at one point they added some very cool weapons that actually did some really cool... Like the Isu sword that had, like, projectiles. That was awesome. Bat is saying, it's been a wonderful 4 years following you. Well, Bat, appreciate you still being around. 47 months. That's insane. That's insane. 35k on the Ubisoft YouTube channel. Like, 38. people are going crazy. Again, there's nothing as big as Assassin's Creed for Ubisoft. It's like nothing. So it makes sense that they have every studio in the world working on it. And they have not really utilized it. Like Valhalla, again, 4 years. People saying I've been watching for 4 years during Valhalla. They did not do anything in those 4 years. I mean, I think it's good. We don't need a new big game like this every year. But it did, like, it would, I would not have minded an Assassin's Creed like last year. An open world RPG. Okay, everyone. We're super close. 2 minutes. We only got 2 minutes. The 2 minutes. Keep it up. Keep it up. There used to be a FIFA YouTuber a long time ago that had the same voice as you. Maybe it was me. Ever thought about that? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 60 seconds on the clock, at least here. Everything is ready. Nice, Joyce. Good to see. Good to see. I'm gonna check another thing as well. Hop. Okay, that should also be good. I mean, I have a backup. There is backup. We have backups for if this takes too long. There is backups. There are backups, I should say. There are backups. Ooh. Yeah, we're close. We're super close. Oh my god. Let's go. 22 seconds. Come on. 20. 15. It feels like New Year's Eve. I said it already. It really feels like that. The premiere is about to begin. I mean, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we're counting up. What's happening? I mean, let's do it like this then. We're going to see it. There we go. Oh, let's go. It's time, everyone. It's time. Let's do it. And let me know if the audio is good, of course. But I think it is. Let's go. I'm gonna not talk a lot. And then afterwards, we're gonna check it out.
Who are you? Who do you serve?
Oh.
All I have ever known in my life. Our land. Our customs. My family. Burns in the name of unification.
One of the main characters, of course. Damn, brutal.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed.
There he is. Oh, damn.
Power. Vengeance.
Oh. Let's go.
And you? Will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see.
I got chills. I got chills.
And we must look for it together.
Okay, this looks actually pretty sick.
We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Love that wing. Oh, follow the blade. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Double assassination. Let's go. You can kick the weapons? What? Oh my god. Yes, heavy maces are back. Let's go. I love how it's like, I'm just gonna kick your ass.
I said, who do you serve?
Oh! The music.
We are the shadows.
That serve the light.
Yeah, November 15th. There we go. That yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. The Ezio family, like, they're gonna do that now every time. They're gonna do that every time. They know it. They know that we want that. But look at that blade.
The light.
Huts. God. That's a very cool use of the blade. Damn. Again. Okay, we're gonna watch it again. I'm gonna remove my face. Or make it smaller.
Who are you?
Still here.
Who do you serve?
All I have ever known in my life. I will end.
I see people say it's the character based of the Netflix series with the Black Samurai. No, it's a real person that they're basing it on.
Burns in the name of unification.
The blade is like AC3, yeah. Two protagonists, oh yeah. So we have Naue, you see her right here. That's the female character, Shinobi. This is her region, where she's from. And at the start of the game, her village is getting burned by Yasuke. Or Yasuke, I should say.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power.
Dominic is asking, do they both have the hidden blade? I don't think the samurai has the hidden blade.
Vengeance.
This is such an awesome scene. This should be, by the way, based on real gameplay. So the moves... I think this is like an overpower attack we can do with the katana. So like a chain attack.
And you... Will you continue?
It's not gameplay. How do you say it looks good? I mean, I can say that the CGI looks good. I can say that. But of course, we have to wait for gamelplay.
Or choose
Always.
another
Always.
path beyond what we see.
Yeah, we will play both.
And
I think we
must
can
look for
choose,
it.
but some missions obviously will only let us do like one of the other.
We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
So like Odyssey then, it will have a lot like Odyssey. There was no parkour in this trailer, Happy Chubby Bear, that's correct. I love this music. And Naue has the grapple hook, but she is the only character with the grapple hook. So Yasuke, I still have to get used to that name, but won't have the grapple hook. Meaning that if you really want to do like, yeah, you can infiltrate camps in a completely different way with Naue that you cannot do with Yasuke. But Yasuke can like destroy these doors. So there's way more destructible environments, should be. And you can like break weapons seemingly.
I said, who do you serve? We are the shadows.
That served the light.
That's. And again, it's out. I mean, pretty soon, right? Pretty soon. By the way, surprise, I have a video up that you can watch on the channel with a lot of exclusive details and all that sort of stuff. I want to say a couple of more things. If you, because Ubisoft was kind enough to sponsor this stream as well, let me quickly go. So if you, again, totally up to you. We are getting gameplay probably at or Ubisoft Forward. But if you, I know some people are like, I'm gonna play this anyways, so I'm gonna get it. I have a link for you. If you use that, that would be nice. And if you then enter my code JorRaptor, you can like support me if you want. I'm gonna put that link in the chat right now. So that's over here. Store link. Can I like, oh, that's over here. And yeah, again, we watched the cinematic trailer. That was a lot of fun. Again, video up on the channel right now. This is just the start of the coverage, of course. I'm going to show one more thing. I'm going to show one more thing that I know you will be excited about. The collector's edition. I said I'm going to show it, and I'm going to. This is the collector's edition. Oh. Let's do it like this. This is the collector's edition statue. Of course, for these types of things, that's the kind of sad part. They will probably easily sell out. I have, as you can see, I have all the statues. I will be pre-ordering it immediately. But it looks pretty cool, as you can see. And yeah, Ubisoft games don't really do collector's editions these days. So, I mean, Avatar had it, but our Outlaws does not. So, I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, and yes, I see Adyssel saying Kasurigama. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? The Kasurigama. That's the weapon that she is indeed using. So that's like a flail in combination with like a sickle, an X-type weapon. Hidden blade right here. Yasuke is just using the blade here. Pretty cool. It's like a helmet here as well. But there is of course more. There is of course more while we're at it. I'm gonna show a few more things. While we're here, we're gonna look at a few more things. Wait. This is in-game. First screenshot of the game. Where we also see the weapon that she is using. I think it's 4K. See some enemies here. Is it like a... Who's that? It's like a someone who's like... That we can like free or something? I don't know. This one is pretty cool too. Yasuke. Love the snow here on the armor. Using the new weapon. Kanabo, I think it's called. And especially the details on... Again, we're watching a stream. You're watching it through YouTube. But the details on the characters are totally pretty good. And here we got to look at the both characters. Shuriken right there. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm blocking the view. So yeah, they seem to play completely different. Again, she has the grapple hook and the tools. And so I really get the feeling that if you want to play the game more like Mirage, then... Because, like, I think the combat will obviously still be like Mirage. Like, it won't be like the older games. But if you want to be like more like Mirage, Naue is the option. If you want to be more like Eivor, Alexios, Bayek, then Yasuke is the option. You think co-op or multiplayer? No, it's gonna be single player only. They already said that. I have one more. This one looks pretty cool in the Japanese garden. Let's move myself here. And we should be able to extinguish, like, torches and so. I'm not really seeing that. Maybe we can, like, remove. And what is this? What is this weapon? Oh, that's like a throwing knife, right? Probably. Oh, she has here throwing knives as well. I think that's what we saw in the trailer. Kunai. Ah, okay, cool. Thanks everyone for noting. Again, check out my video. I'm gonna give you the link as well. Check out my video with a ton of details if you want. I mean, we can still discuss it here. Story length, we don't know yet. Again, so to give the full context, and I'm gonna show you more screenshots. Let's see. I'm gonna just cycle through them. To give you more context, like I got the screenshots beforehand and the additions as well. Okay, I can show you something cool. I can show you something cool. I know people want to see it. I know people want to see it. Like, this is the stuff that I want to see. The character pack, the pre-order mission, thrown to the docks. Cute dog. Oh, I'm blocking it again. Let me put myself here. It's like a pre-order mission. And yeah, the first weird mount. I mean, it's gonna be the first of many. It's gonna be the first of many crazy mounts. Again, the trinkets from Mirage will be back. So Dragon Tooth trinket will be back. So yeah, this is basically the first Helix pack that we are seeing. The Zeriyu gear set, I hope I pronounced it right, looks pretty dope. But it's part of the Ultimate Edition, and it has like a sword with a... I mean, they're gonna get crazy. Like, there are gonna be magical weapons, but it does seem to be Helix only for now. But yeah, if you want to have a crazy mount, of course, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Let's see what else I got. Let's see what else I got. So we also have an outfit for... I think her outfit looks pretty cool. So this is the Naue version. I think the Ultimate Edition has both outfits. But yeah, that's basically the same. And this tells me, because again, there are some weapons that seem to be exclusive to each character, which is going to be very exciting. But the samurai sword, the katana obviously, will likely be a weapon we can use on both. So I think that's going to be very interesting. Where you're basically... Like, you will find probably as Yasuke loot that you can only use as Yasuke. But if you find a katana that is really good, while having only leveled Yasuke, you can probably use that katana still with Naue. So maybe boost her up a bit, even if you only play one of the two characters. And for people... Then we also got this. The Season Pass. There are going to be 2 expansions. Explore new lands, meet new characters, and unravel new mysteries. I'm gonna make a prediction already. By the way, before that, look at this art. I do love this one. I do love this a lot. But yeah, this is just like a kind of weird picture where they're just like standing there. It's nothing too crazy. Extra mission available at launch and infiltrate a secret society from the inside. Okay. And yeah, 2 expansions, nothing crazy. Season Pass should be $40. or part of the season pass. Wait, are those real in-game screenshots? How big is the map? We don't know. This is, I don't think, an in-game screenshot. This is like concept art. Oh man, want to see some concept art? Want to see some concept art? Oh, Dacta. This looks insane. This looks insane. Do we have a release date? Yeah, November 15th. But 3 days early access if you buy the Gold Edition or the Ultimate Edition. The city looks packed. Parkour will be insane. Yeah, oh yeah. Again, this concept art though. We have to wait and see. But yeah, seems like... I really hope that the cities will feel like small Baghdad's from Mirage. That would be really cool. So that they're really parkour heavy. Tell us your crazy prediction. Oh, sorry, Blazing Flame. So my crazy prediction is, I think post-launch we will get new characters. I think they will add more characters to the game. So that, yeah, at one point you will have Yasuke, you will have Naue, and another one. Like a brand new character, maybe a different type of playstyle. I really think they're gonna do that. That's my crazy prediction. Maybe for year 2 or something. This is for Honor Creed. I mean, this is the Japanese setting. And we have a freaking Naue who is basically an assassin. There she is. I'm still not sure about the graphics. We have to see it in action, but this looks like Odyssey Plus. This really looks like Odyssey Plus to me. Of course, I love the Japanese buildings and stuff. But yeah, maybe they're like, okay, we want to get that 60 FPS still, and we have a huge open world. Like, the draw distance is insane. So maybe they're like, we can't... Like, it's not a Unity where, yeah, you're in a very small, a relatively small condensed city. Like, the jump to Unity was insane in terms of graphics. Does not seem to be the case here for Red. But again, it will be impressive in terms of skill, I think. Still same Anvil engine. Yeah, it will be, of course, the Anvil engine. It should be an upgraded one. Anvil pipeline is what they call it. But, yeah. Do you know when the gameplay will be shown? June 10th. Thanks, Blazing Flame, as always, for your support. When will the Collector's Edition be out? Is it not out already? Is it not out already? Can I not buy the Collector's Edition? No. Can I buy the Ultimate Edition? No, the Collector's Edition is not out yet, it seems. That's interesting. Yeah, only next-gen consoles, right? Yes, Vincent, it's true. These are the two main characters. Again, I think they will add a new one. But late. 2 years or something. Year 2. Did they say release date, release window? Yeah. I mean, do people want to watch the trailer again? Say yes or no, if you're just joining. Let's watch it one more time then, I think. Don't want to play as a woman? Then play the freaking samurai, dude. I don't get people who are like that. Don't want to play as a woman. The guy doesn't have a hidden blade, no. Okay, we're gonna watch the trailer again. Let's do it. Oh. Let's watch the trailer again. There we go. With audio. I will probably play the samurai more, but I think I might like Naue more in the end.
Who are you?
Yeah, I think you can play offline, Jessica. I'm not sure yet.
All I have I've ever known in my life, I will end. Our customs, my family, burns in the name of unification.
I mean, the armor sets in this game will be amazing, of course. I'm not sure if it will release on Steam.
You are still a frog in a well, who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power.
I love the trailer as well.
Vengeance.
And you? Will you continue down that river?
Voice acting totally sounds great, yeah.
Or choose another path beyond what we see?
Then we must look for it
Together.
together. We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Yeah. This trailer is great. Hidden Blade Combat probably teased that.
I said, who do you serve?
That
We are the shadows.
That serve the light.
on November. Oh, you heard my voice. Damn, there's a ton in this trailer. I did a full breakdown with in-game screenshots and exclusive info. You can watch that video by clicking on the screen. Subscribe for everything and says... Oh, I still need to add that. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. That was the stream. Hope you had a good time. Again, check that video out. If you go to my channel, it's this one. Check it out. A ton of exclusive info in that video. People are going crazy. Yeah, check it out and go over the weapons, what the characters are like. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right here. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you go to that video to check that out for way more info. And see you very soon. Goodbye. And of course, subscribe. Thanks, Robert. Ben, good luck at work. And thanks for being the mod here. And of course, Brock, you as well. Thanks everyone. Really appreciate you.